So friends, today we will study our fifth model, that is probability. So in this model we will study sample space and event, axioms of probability, conditional probability, addition and multiplication theorem. On conditional probability we will solve some examples. Lastly we will study Bayes theorem. On Bayes theorem we will solve some examples. So here probability definition is, first meaning of probability is nothing but here chance. If outcomes of a trial consist n exhaustive, mutually exclusive, equally possible cases of which m of them are favorable cases to an event E, then the probability of happening of event E, usually denoted by P of E or simply small p, is defined to be equal to m by n. Here we have three notations: n, m and e. N is nothing but number of possible cases and m is number of favorable cases and e is an event. So probability of happening of an event E is denoted by P of E, which is defined as number of favorable cases by number of possible cases. So number of favorable cases are m and number of possible cases are n. So this is the probability of happening of an event E. The probability can at most be equal to 1 because the number of favorable cases and the number of possible cases at most coincide with each other. Since m cases are favorable to an event E, it follows that n minus m cases are not favorable to an event. This set of not favorable or unfavorable cases is denoted by E bar. Therefore, P of E, that is probability of an event E plus probability of E bar, is always be equal to 1. Let us see some examples here. The probability of getting ahead in tossing a coin. While we toss a coin, we have two possibilities. Either we will get head or tail. Therefore, here we have possibilities, possible outcomes or possible events are, possible cases are head and tail. Therefore number of possible cases are 2. Out of these head and tail we will get only one, that is either we will get head or tail. Therefore number of favorable case m is equal to 1. Therefore probability of getting head is number of favorable case divided by number of possible case, which is m by n. M is nothing but here 1 divided by number of possible cases, that is 2. So probability of getting head is here 1 by 2. Next, the probability of getting a number greater than 2, an odd number, an even number when a die is thrown. As we know that die consists 6 phases. Die consists 6 phases. So our possible cases are, that is n is equal to what? 6, because die consists 6 phases. So possible cases are here 6. Here first we have a number greater than 2. So probability of getting a number greater than 2 on 6 phases, greater than 2 numbers are here 3, 4, 5, 6. Therefore number of favorable cases are here. For this one, number of favorable cases are, that is m is equal to what? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Therefore probability of getting a number greater than 2 is m by n, that is 4 by 6, which is 2 by 3. Next, an odd number. Here on 6 phases, odd numbers are 1, 3 and 5. So, possible cases are fixed here, 6. But here number of favorable cases are m is equal to what here? Here 3 cases are there. So this is 3. Therefore, probability of getting an odd number is favorable cases divided by possible cases. Favorable cases are here 3 because we have 3 odd numbers. So 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2, similar to for even numbers. Here even numbers are 2, 4 and 6. Therefore, favorable cases are m is equal to 3. Therefore, the probability of getting an odd number is 3 by 6, which is 1 by 2. So, here we will see additional theorem of probability. So, it states that the probability of happening of one or the other mutually exclusive event is equal to the number of probabilities of two events. That is, if A, B are two mutually exclusive events, then P of A or B is equal to P of A plus P of B. Let us prove this theorem. So, let the total number of exhaustive mutually exclusive and equally possible cases in the trial be n. So, we take the total number of exhaustive, mutual exclusive and equally possible cases in the trial be n. Out of this n, out of this n, let m1 cases be favorable. M1 cases be favorable to the event A, this event A, and M2 cases be favorable to the event B. So, I have taken out of this n cases, n possible cases, I have taken M1 cases favorable to an event A and M2 cases favorable to an event B. Therefore, total number of cases favorable to either A or B is M1 plus M2. Here total number of cases favorable to either A or B is M1 plus M2. Therefore, probability of A or B is given by number of favorable cases, that is M1 plus M2, divided by number of possible cases. We have taken in here possible cases are n. So, divided by n. I divide this n to each term, which is m1 by n plus m2 by n. Take this as equation 1. As we know that m1 cases are favorable to an event A. Therefore, probability of A is given as favorable case m1 divided by possible case n. and m2 cases are favorable to B. Therefore, probability of B is nothing but favorable case m2 divided by possible case n. So, we substitute these two values in this equation 1. So, we will get probability of A or B is equal to m1 by n is nothing but probability of A plus m2 by n is probability of B. So, this is our required condition. This proves our addition theorem of probability.